Well, hello to my super simple drawing of this little country barn. Again, this is sort of line and wash technique. So one of the first things I'm going to do is just put in a little bit of perspective lines just from the roof of the barn, and that will give me some perspective to work to. So if you want to sketch along with me, obviously reference drawing available in the description. It would be good to see your version. At some point, I'm going to collect all the versions that people do of my sketches on here, and hopefully I can do like a video all about and show all those versions and maybe talk about them. That would be cool. So yeah, if you want to download this one, it's in the description, and then you can sketch along with me. Now again, for some inexplicable reason, I could actually go in with a pen and just go straight ahead and sketch this directly with a pen, but I wanted to construct it really. I wish I'd locked the focus off on the phone because it's going a bit crazy, so apologies for that. Now I've got all the line work in I pretty much need for this, so I'm going to start going ahead and lining it in with a fineliner and adding some shadows and some values. I have the fencing and the barn and pretty much all I want. So in terms of the trees, I'm not going to draw those in. I'm not going to put a big tree-shaped line around things. I'm just going to use some watercolor. This is quite a simple technique. You just create simple blobs of color of different tones. Obviously this could be late autumn, this could be spring, but I'm going for a sort of slightly autumnal feel, so we've got a bit of variety in terms of foliage. I know it's not strictly what's there, but you know, it's my picture, so ho hum dog's bum, as they say, or not. So yeah, I'm going to construct some different trees here of different colours, trying to break up their shapes so they're all not the same sort of shape, and then add in some grass tone, and then the first base of the farm. I mean, I'm not being too fussy here about tonal value. I'm just blocking it in at this stage. So, sort of ongoing in my random mental health chats and thinking about life. I know in my last video I talked a little bit about how shame can trigger an anger response. Well, in this video I'd like to talk a little bit about emotions as a choice. If you think about how we respond culturally to things, in some cultures a welcoming hand gesture can mean something very profane. In some cultures a hug is socially acceptable. In others a hug with a stranger would be an infringement of somebody's personal space. One of the most amazing things in terms of globalization and the World Wide Web we live in is that these little traditions still remain from country to country. Now, what's interesting is those traditions we grew up in teach us culturally to respond in certain ways. So when somebody treats you in a certain way, because of your cultural norms, you will respond in a certain way. It's a level of sort of low-level programming, if you will. So say, for example, we have a neighbour who makes us angry because they always behave in a certain way, or, their hedge is too high, or they park on our lawn, or whatever. Now, it gives you a great sense of righteousness to become angry at them because they are, obviously so in the wrong. But, anger is a choice. All these emotions are choices. And say, for example, if somebody does something to you in life, it takes quite a lot of courage to think about it, but how we choose to feel about that is completely our decision. So then I suppose the next logical thing to that is, what just carrying a feeling or emotion for a circumstance or a person give us? So say, for example, if somebody in your past has done you wrong, or you feel like you've been betrayed or undermined in some sense by somebody, and you carry a great deal of anger or resentment towards that person, whether it's a family member or an old boss or a friend, you have to ask yourself, what good is that giving you? What good is carrying that anger and grief? What good is it doing you? I mean, the chances are it's probably doing you ill. It's probably going to make you ill. So really, letting go of that, it sounds very easy, doesn't it? But no. I've been thinking about that recently. I'm not saying I have any answers, but I'm just saying there is a point where you realise that how you feel or choose to feel about anything in life is a choice. You don't have to respond in any given way. So let me know what you think about that, and have you ever made any decisions to change the way that you feel about anything that's happened to you? Okay, anyway, on with the art. Okay, so that can look a little bit clumsy, but once you start to add in some of the smaller details, like shadows on the building, and shadows cast by buildings and things like that, it can start to look a little bit more realistic. And often it's the sort of finishing touches that really just make it come together. Like here, the shadow on the building and under the fence makes a huge difference. So it's a really simple little exercise, that, but I think it's a really fun one, and I hope you enjoyed it. So please feel free to like, subscribe, comment. Head over to my website. There's loads of more information on there about me and some of my original artwork for sale and bits and bobs. Yeah, okay. Well, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.